5 rules of money to stay out of debt. Live below your means, save more, and work less. Consider this. How much money have you handled? I'll explain. You earned $73,000 at 28. The first check at 14 was $100. Try to calculate. There's a number. $493,000. Depending on who watches this video, $1.9 million or $6.3 million. Question: your wallet's balance? Capital choice isn't about money. What's in your wallet? What remains? What are your remaining savings? And if you're not too pleased with this query, the answer is relatively straightforward. You're broke because you don't know how to play the money game. Exactly. This video covers 20 money rules. We have learned these money principles through our mistakes because we have earned money and had nothing left. The first rule is the essential one to follow, and this is the one that you have to invest in straight now. It's not difficult at all. You are free to argue with it and say or do whatever else you want. It is regulation. In addition, the guideline is that this is a game. The game is money. The following is another fantastic quality that you may find in every game. Most people, regardless of the game they play, ultimately become skilled at it. If I've never played the game before and you've played it 100 times in a chess game between us, you'll likely win. If you have played Monopoly 1,000 times and you have only played it 3 times, you will probably be able to defeat you at the game since it's a game. The fact that you can master the money game is perhaps one of its most attractive features. So many times, individuals try to resist it, and when they do, they run into trouble. And they say things like, well, you know, that guy got wealthy due to their intelligence. This particular individual, no. They picked up the game, and you can do the same if you put in the effort and time. The second rule is that you must not despise wealth. If you hate money, you will never be successful in acquiring it because those who are pessimistic about money tend to lose it. If you're a hater and always making comments like, well, money doesn't grow on trees, then you're just ignorant. You are correct in your assertions that money is this and money is that and wealthy people are this. The market is shouting, you're correct. You do not excite me in any way. It's almost like if you were to go on a date with a beautiful woman and then tell her that you don't like beautiful women who don't know a lot about philosophy and that all they worry about is their appearance, including putting on makeup and doing this, as well as working out and going to the gym. And then there's this other chick who is like, hey, I put on makeup and I go to the gym every day to remain in shape, but there are other aspects of my life that I like as well. However, do you know what? You have a valid point. I don't want you and you don't seem to have any interest in me. She meets another guy who says she goes and finds another guy. A woman who is conscious of how she treats her body is attractive to me. A female who takes good care of her skin is attractive to me. I like a gal that puts cosmetics. A woman who goes to the gym at least 5 times a week has my admiration. It's clear that she has feelings for him. Remember that particular point. Don't be a miser with your financial resources. Rule number 3, it's a doubles game. Listen, you may end viewing the whole film now that this has occurred. You took care of the most important matters first. There are 2 sides to this game. Can you explain what a double game is? The objective of the whole game of money is to increase your wealth by a factor of 2. What exactly do you mean when you say double your money, Pat? Permit me to break it down for you in this manner. You are just 10 doubles away from $1 million. If you now have $1,000 in your bank account, or if you are viewing this and you have $1,000 in cash, that sums it up nicely. You need only 5 more doubles to reach the target amount of $32,000. You need 13 more images before you have $8.192 million in your bank account. You need 14 more doubles to win $16 million in this game. The format of the match doubles. How soon do you anticipate being able to double your money? That is the main objective of the game. Can you take that $1,000 and increase it to $2,000 over the following year? If so, the next thing is now it's $2,000. You have it in your account and you are now 9 steps away from $1 million. You may respond to Pat by saying, Pat, I already have $100,000 in my account. So what do you think? You are one double, four doubles, and $1 million away from winning the jackpot. The format of the match doubles. Everything becomes much simpler when you realize that this is a doubles game. Therefore, the question that arises is what? When will you know that this is the actual game of doubles? It splits into two completely distinct objects. Risk tolerance is essential for financial matters since you need to be familiar with who you are. Depending on your age, the amount of danger you are willing to take. If you are 65 years old, your ability to tolerate risk will probably be lower than if you were 22 years old. To determine your comfort level with danger, you must first learn about yourself. The temporal horizon constitutes the second component. What is the time horizon you are looking at? Therefore, the time horizon may be like, I want to have $1 million within the next 10 years. Great! What do you have today if it is 10 years in the future? After that, you will need to play your game of doubles. How often must I double this amount? $17,000 until I hit the $1 million mark? It's not a challenging game at all. You can learn what to do, and as long as you know your risk tolerance and time horizon, including how much time you have and how much money you are willing to lose, you will be able to play the doubles game successfully. Rule number 4, the art of seduction. Permit me to shed some light on the subject of temptation, okay? Listen, because things are the way they are in real life. We compare them to a person, okay? Money enjoys being wooed and enticed. Seducers are naturally drawn to wealth. Like a lady doesn't like a desperate guy. Money doesn't like desperate individuals. People who are so desperate for cash and want it so badly that they want to create this money and show it off to everyone will not draw some money to themselves. No. You will need to charm some cash. Get close to the capital and suddenly money decides, oh, this person is very cool. This is a female that I like. You've got my attention now. Don't let the pursuit of wealth corrupt you. You can tempt money. This is a game of seduction. Consequently, whoever masters the seduction game with money will find that money begins flooding from all over the place to them suddenly. This is because cash gets turned on by individuals who know precisely what they are doing. Investors that are knowledgeable about their craft are attractive to financial backers, okay? When a woman goes on a date with a man who is experienced in the field, she has a better chance of going out with him again, providing her with valuable dating experience. Therefore, educate yourself on how to entice monetary compensation. After you've mastered this information, you'll also be able to do better in this game. The final rule is to pay attention to timing when it comes to money. Permit me to elaborate on the matter of time. I'm not talking about timing in the sense that now is the ideal moment to invest in Snapchat or now is the best time to purchase the initial public offering of Facebook and so on. I'm not talking about that time. Despite this, a discussion on time is an entirely another topic. And then there's the other aspect, which is lowering costs. You know, maybe the statistics are looking nice, but there's an area that has to be cut down, and no one knows about the information in that area. Because you have access to all of the information, you need to reduce your consumption. Therefore, there must be some point when you are expected to be knowledgeable. And this is the one thing that we cannot impart to you. This is not something I will be able to instruct you on. You can only master timing via practice and experimentation. This will be a part of it. Consider the timing of your purchases. When is the right time to invest? When you should keep light depends on the timing. When you remain liquid depends on the timing. Timing on when you go. There's a timing factor to all those choices you'll make due to this process. I hope you liked and learned something from today's video. If you want to keep improving and being inspired, subscribe and press the bell button to be alerted whenever we upload a video. This has been Market Profits Institute.